Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and this is my review of the One for All XSight Touch remote control. Now, I reviewed one of the One for All remote controls a while back and I was very impressed with it. Well, this is taking things one step further. This is their flagship product called the XSight Touch. The recommended retail price of this one is $129.99 in the UK. Now, before I give you a walk around the remote, I'll just show you what else you get inside the box. You do get a USB cable. Now, you can set up everything on the remote itself, but if you do want to connect it to the supplied software via USB, then you can set it up with the aid of a computer. Also in the box, you get a CD. This contains the remote user guide and also the remote software for setting up the handset. And we also get a quick start guide, which is very useful indeed. Now, as you can see, I've got a UK plug here. This is going into this really nice dock, and I like the fact that you get this because it means that whenever you're not using the remote, you simply dock it onto this docking station, and the fact that it's plugged into the mains means the rechargeable battery inside the handset charges all the time, so it's always ready to use. So let's pop the dock to one side and let's give you a closer look at the handset itself. Now, the XSight Touch can control up to 18 devices. It supports up to 2,800 different brands, so anything for your TV, cable, satellite, DVD, etc., all possible on this device. And it also has built-in RF, so you can control RF enabled components, which is absolutely fantastic because it means that they don't have to be sort of invisible sight of the remote to be controlled. Now, the remote control actually consists of a 2.2 inch colour touchscreen. It's also got a little sort of touch panel underneath, which allows you to move across the device like so. Now, it's not very responsive, as you saw there. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but once you get used to it, you can scroll backwards and forwards between different screens. Let's do it with my thumb instead. Now, you've got a home button under here, favourites button, also an activities button, which is absolutely fantastic. And then the bottom half of the remote gives you access to all of the regular buttons you'd find on a normal remote control. So you've got guide, perhaps for your Sky satellite box. We've got volume up and down and mute. We've got a four-way control switch here and an OK button. Plus and minus here, maybe for skipping through channels, and a back button. Then you've got your four colour-coded buttons here, which are used again for things like Sky and controlling digital boxes. And then we've got some play, stop and pause and record controls here. Again, all of these work with something like Sky HD, so you can pause a program, record it, stop, skip through it, etc. And then right at the bottom of the remote, we've got the numeric keypad, great for keying in those channel numbers. So setting up a device is really simple. This is the home screen here. Well, just underneath we've got this slide control. So I've slid across to make settings appear. And then I'm going to tap on that. Then on device setup. And then simply on add device. And then you select a type of device. So for example, if I'm going to set up a TV, I tap on TV at the top here. Then I have to scroll through and select a make, for example LG. Tap on that. And then whilst I'm in front of the TV, I just point the remote towards the TV and click begin test. And this just asks you, has the TV responded? And if it has, you click OK. And then you say it works or next. And then once you have confirmed that all of the buttons work, that particular device is added to the remote control. So if I go all the way back out to my home screen and then go back across here, I've got a devices button. So if I tap that, you can see the two devices I've set up on the remote. One is my Samsung TV and one's my Sky satellite. And when I tap on Sky satellite for etc., now the whole remote control will control my Sky HD. Whilst it's controlling the Sky HD, the volume controls do control my Samsung TV volume, so they remain on the TV volume even though the rest of the remote is controlling Sky HD. So back up to this touch screen, let's go back out to the main screen. We've got favourites and activities. Now activities is sort of like a macro mode, and this means you can set up the XSight Touch to maybe turn on your TV, then turn on your amplifier, and then start a film playing. So 1, 2, 3, it will do all of those things with one touch of a button. So lots of things you can do with this, and then there is also an additional part that you can add on to the XSight Touch. I'm going to show you that now, and this is this XSight extender kit. This is really cool. This will cost you an additional £69.99 in the UK. And it's a little box, plugs into your mains on the back here, and then you've got these IR out jacks here, and they supply you all these cables in the box, and then you plug one into the IR out, pop this somewhere out of the way. This little bit here sticks on in front of the infrared receiver, perhaps on your Skybox or your DVD player, and then you can put everything away into a cupboard, and the RF ability of the XSight Touch through this box allows you to control normal devices, so ones that aren't RF capable, via the XSight Touch remote control. So this really converts standard IR enabled devices over to RF, so you can have everything neatly tucked away in a cupboard and still control it with the remote control. Now, negatives are that the touchscreen and this little panel underneath are a little bit tricky to handle sometimes, and also the screen can be a little bit unresponsive to touch at times. But that said, overall I've tested this for about a month now, and I've been extremely pleased with how this has been performing. The fact that I can control up to 18 devices from the one remote means I can get rid of all of my remote control clutter and just use the XSight Touch. I also like the fact that you can, with this RF extender, put everything away in a cupboard and not have it on show. So this is my review of the One for All XSight Touch. I think it is worth the money. If you shop around, you'll get it a little bit cheaper than the £129.99 recommended retail price. Thank you very much for listening. Please come back soon and check out more reviews on the Geekanoids channel. This video review is sponsored by BMI Solutions, the largest reseller of document scanners within the UK, with a price promise guarantee.